Okay, lesson 28, part 2. You need to put your heading on, name, number, date, first and last in cursive. Okay, make sure you're putting down the date you're doing the notes and not necessarily the date I'm writing. And our subject is math. Alright, so we're going to use the cubes again to help us solve these multi-step problems. Ms. O'Neill's class is trying to raise $524 for charity. There are 30 students in the class. Each student has raised $9 so far. The class also raised $156 by holding a bake sale. How much more money do they have to raise to meet their goal? So how much more? That's what we're looking at. How much more? So this is what they're trying to raise. Trying to raise. Each student has raised $9. And they also raised this amount. So first, we got to figure out the total amount that each student raised. So 30 students each raised $9. So we don't know the total. When we don't know the total, we add or multiply. Since they each raise the same amount, we're joining together equal groups. We're going to multiply. When they're unequal groups, we add. So we're going to do 30 times 9 tells us how much money they raised. 30 times 9, the placeholder moves it over place. 3 times 9 is 27. So each student brought in $9, and that gave us a total of $270. Now let's see. Total raised. Do we know the total raised? No. We've raised 156. We've raised 270. So since we don't know the total, we're going to add or multiply. Are we joining together equal groups? No, those are not equal, so we're going to add 270 plus 156. We get 6. 7 plus 5. I'm going to regroup because that's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. $426 so far they've raised. Now, total that we're trying to raise. Do we know that? Yes, we do know the total we're going for. So we're either going to subtract or divide. Well, we're just going to try to find the difference between what we've raised and what we still need to have. So since we're going to do a difference, we are going to subtract. So to find the total to go, I have what our goal is. So this is our goal amount. I'm going to take away what we've raised so far. And that helps us find the difference. So we have more on the floor. Go next door. Regroup 10 more. 10 plus 4 is 14. We have more on the floor. Go next door. Regroup 10 more. 10 plus 1 is 11. So 14 take away 6 is 8. 11 take away 2 is 9. 4 take away 4 is 0. So that is how much they still need to get to their goal. So now we have to answer the question for our solution. How much more money do they have to raise to meet their goal? The class has $98 left to raise to meet their goal. All right, next one. So we're going to circle our numbers. 7 crates of oranges cost $35. 9 crates of apples cost $54. What would it cost to buy 1 crate of oranges and 1 crate of apples? So we want to find what it would cost. First, we have to figure out the cost of 1 crate of oranges. We know the total amount of the 7 crates is $35. And there's an equal amount in each one. So since I know the total, I'm going to either subtract or divide. Since they're equal groups, I'm going to divide. So how much is just 1 crate of oranges? Well, 35 divided by 7 is 5. For just 1 crate of oranges is $5. So now the cost of 1 crate of apples. Just another reason why you do your work in pencil and not pen. So again, I know the total for the 9 crates, and they're divided into equal groups. So since I know the total, I subtract or divide. Since I'm making equal groups, I'm dividing. So 54 divided by 9 is $6. So 1 crate of apples is $6. Well, now, how much would it be if I bought 1 of these and 1 of these? Well, total cost. When I don't know the total, I add or multiply. Since I am joining together unequal groups, that means I'm going to add. 5 plus 6 will tell us our total. 5 plus 6 is 11. $11. Now we answer the question. What would it cost to buy 1 crate of oranges and 1 crate of apples? It would cost $11 to buy 1 crate of oranges and 1 crate of apples. All right. Last question here. Pedro has 32 colored pencils in 4 colors: red, yellow, orange, and green. 5 of the pencils are green. There are equal numbers of red, yellow, and orange pencils. How many of Pedro's colored pencils are red? So this is similar to on the other side, figuring out how many points were earned on Tuesday. First, we have to figure out what the equal groups are cut into. So I have to figure out, I know my total is 32 pencils. 5 are green, and then the rest to match up are the red plus the yellow plus the orange. Well, to figure out what this amount is, the difference, I have to subtract. So 32 take away 5. I have more on the floor. Go next door. Regroup 10 more. 12 take away 5 is 7. 27. So I have 27 pencils. And there's an equal amount of red. I don't know what it is. Yellow and orange. So I know my total. When I know my total, I'm going to either subtract, like in this case, or divide. I subtract when they're unequal groups. I divide when they're equal groups. Well, these are equal groups. So 27 divided by 3 will tell us what each one is. 27 divided into groups of 3 is 9. 9 times 3 equals 27. So if each one is 9, red is 9, yellow is 9, and orange is 9, then we know how many are red, which is what it's asking for. 9 colored pencils are red. Since we're beginning a sentence with the number, we write the word instead of the standard form, the numeral. All right, so we've gotten some more practice. You'll be continually practicing with word problems throughout the year because this is the practical part of math. But it's like a puzzle, finding out the pieces, figuring out what you need to do to get to that solution. So we're going to do some more practice on that. Thank you for joining me.